Hey, this is Chris Rissy, and welcome to another Thursday Stop. Wow, the weeks fly by. I feel like I've just gone from, the beginning of May, and it's now mid-May, and where did May happen? I thought it was still April. Anyways, just a lot of things going on, and I'm trying to keep up with it. Things can really get overwhelming real quick, but yeah. All right, so on this Thursday Stop here, I want to talk about a question that I got actually on a podcast interview. I was on the Small Business Marketing Minute with Kevin Jordan, and we were talking about, being the character, being the experience, and what that means, and how to utilize that in your marketing and your networking. And he asked me, how can people be more comfortable with themselves? If they're trying to be a character or want to be a character or understand they need to be a character, a lot of times people are very uncomfortable with who they are. And yeah, that's a great question, especially when it's when you are trying to do business and trying to make something, trying to express yourself and the things that you do and the things that you've created for your audience, who can be potential customers and clients. That can seem like a really scary thing, and it is. I'm scared to sit here and talk to you, look right into the camera, or at least I used to be. I used to be when I got started, and really that's all it took was to get started. Then I got very comfortable. So I want to talk about this a little bit and not take up too much of your time, obviously, because it is a Thursday Stop. But I do want to tell you about how you can do some things and make a routine that will help you become more comfortable with talking to people, either individually or as a group, or even being right in front of the camera like I am now. So let's go ahead and do those things. There's really, maybe 4 or 5 things that I would say you can do on a regular basis to help you get more comfortable being around people. And this is not about being an extrovert or an introvert or an introverted extrovert or vice versa, whatever all those things are. I'm not a psychologist. I'm just a business guy, and this is how I understand to do it. So, and that first thing that I do is I really just make a plan. I make a plan. I want to do this thing. I need to talk to that person. I'm a little intimidated by that person. How can I not be intimidated with them and get comfortable and actually talk to them and get somewhere, make some progress, make a sale, whatever it is. And yeah, it starts with a plan. How am I going to call them? How should I call them, or should I email them? Should I show up in person? Do I need to schedule an appointment? A lot of these different things that needs to be figured out ahead of time. And, how much time are we going to spend talking? Is it going to be 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, an hour? What kind of time do I need to set aside or be respectful for when asking to have time to talk to somebody, especially if they're influential, or I feel they're very important, or you feel they're very important. So it starts with identifying how you're going to communicate with them, how much time you're going to have with communicating with them, and then, what you're going to talk about. There's got to be a reason why you're wanting to get in touch with each other. And so that's really just the first part. When you have a plan, those are the 3 things that you would really want to have in your plan, the core part of the plan. And then you can really just see that as a story, okay? We're gonna get in touch with each other. We're going to set up a topic to talk about, and then we're going to talk about it for a little bit. And then, the next thing is, okay, you've gotten that far. Now you need to understand the value you're about to provide. And this is something you don't want to forget. When you understand that you do provide value, there is something that you have that is important to others, and they need to know about it. If you can really believe in it, and you believe in yourself and the things that you care about and want to get out there, then you will get over the emotions of not wanting to feel unaccepted or be rejected. There's always that fear of rejection, but if you really feel like people need to know and you really believe that you need to share it, then rejection's not there. It dissolves and completely goes away. So understand your value. So we've got make a plan, understand your value, and the next thing is to visualize. Yes, whether that's meditation or daydreaming, whatever it is, visualize it actually happening and going the way you want it to go. So if you are making that phone call and they're answering and they are happy to hear from you and they love to talk to you, and you plan to spend 20 minutes talking, but you end up spending an hour, you make it the best case scenario when you visualize, because that helps you also get comfortable. It also lets you see where your value points lie, because you can kind of bring on the expectation of what the other person is going to be talking about, or what the audience is going to be concerned with, and the kinds of things that they might have rebuttals about, or new ideas, and you want to be acceptive or open to new ideas. So visualizing is very, very important. And then, of course, after you're done visualizing, there's going to be a period of time where you've got to wait, and it's on your schedule. This phone call, this big, communication, this big event for you, you got to stay positive. You absolutely have to stay positive. If you believe in yourself and you believe in your message, then you can stay positive. Remind yourself, talk to others, get out there and, really feel how you're making an impact and you're interacting with other people. So that will help you keep, the positive vibe going. Listen to some good music, the things that really get your adrenaline going and get you motivated. These things can help you stay positive and not get into that negative area where you're going to psych yourself out, that you just don't want to go there. Because once you're there, it's hard to get out of it, and you can get back in that rut of not even getting to plan one or step one, making the plan. And then the last thing that I can add to this, after you've made a plan, understand your value, visualize and stay positive, is the last thing is you just got to do it. You have to take the action step and do it. It's never going to be perfect. Even if you visualize the perfect scenario, it's never going to be perfect. There's always going to be the person that you really want to do business with or really want to interact with. Maybe it's an influencer and they just will not give you the time of day. They completely ignore you. Don't feel defeated, okay? Because remember, they're characters too. They are characters too. They are characters in your story and characters in everybody else's story. And they've got characters in their stories. And so, they can be preoccupied with other things right now. So don't get caught up in how others are interacting with you if it's not the way you want to be interacted with. So when it comes down to it, just do it. Even if it's not going to have a perfect ending, it's worth just trying and learning and having the experience. Once you can chalk up another experience, the next time it gets easier and easier, to the point where you don't even need these steps anymore. You don't have to make a plan. It's always good to have a plan, but you don't have to stick to the plan. Once you really truly believe the value that you provide to others and you need getting the message out there, you don't get caught up in whether or not your ideas are going to be accepted. They've just got to be known. And of course, visualize and stay positive. Those things are very, very important. Okay, that's it. So I want you to be characters. I'm a character. I'm a big character. I mean, I've had issues. I laugh at very inappropriate times. I just love laughing, I guess, or it's very easy for me to laugh when I'm uncomfortable. I don't know. That's what I know about myself, and it's okay. I've accepted it. I'm going to laugh, and people are going to stare at me for laughing. All right, well, I'm Chris Rissy. Make sure to head over to chrisrissy.com and subscribe, because I've got some big things coming up. There's the podcast there as well as the blog posts. Tons and tons of resources all the time, every week, that I'm just adding to this. And it's all for you guys, all for you solo entrepreneurs, small business people, small teams, freelancers. You guys are my people. I'm one of you. You're one of me. So also, Twitter. Make sure to tweet me at Chris Rissy. Follow me. Send me a message. I'm going to message you back. Absolutely. Okay, that's the end of this Thursday's stop. So remember, be the experience, master your business, and I'll talk to you next time.